नमस्कार। 74वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस समारोह में आप सभी का स्वागत है। यह एक राष्ट्रीय पर्व का दिवस है। वागीकार वैभवम फेसबुक पेज टीम की तरफ से सभी देशभक्तों को हमारा प्रणाम और इस शुभ दिन के अवसर पर हमारी शुभकामनाएं। आज का कार्यक्रम 2 भागों में है। सर्वप्रथम एक संभाषण, हमारे विचार और विवेक को उज्ज्वलित करने वाला एक संभाषण। उसके उपरांत देशभक्ति गीतों की एक माला प्रस्तुत की जाएगी, जिसमें 10 कलाकारों ने भिन्न भिन्न प्रांतों से भिन्न भिन्न भारतीय भाषाओं में गीत प्रस्तुत किए हैं। इन गीतों द्वारा हम भारतीय संगीत, भारतीय भाषा और भारतीयता का उत्सव मनाएंगे। वागीकार वैभवम फेसबुक पेज टीम सभी कलाकारों का आभार मानता है कि उन्होंने अपना समय देकर इस कार्यक्रम को साकार किया है। सर्वप्रथम हम शुभारंभ करेंगे एक संभाषण से। आज हमारे समक्ष है एक वरिष्ठ गुरु। हम अक्सर ऐसे पर्व दिनों पर वैज्ञानिक, डॉक्टरों और नेताओं के विचार सुनते आ रहे हैं। भारत का सबसे बड़ा योगदान ज्ञान के क्षेत्र में है। कैसा है ये ज्ञान? कौन सा है ये ज्ञान? ये ज्ञान वो है जो वैज्ञानिकों, डॉक्टरों, नेताओं, प्रजाओं को चेतना देता है। यह है हमारा तत्व ज्ञान या तत्वशास्त्र। आज के वक्ता तत्वशास्त्र के गुरु हैं। साहित्य, खास करके संस्कृत भाषा के प्रचार में उनका मुख्य योगदान रहा है। इनका नाम विद्वान शब्द का पर्यायवाची शब्द है। शैक्षणिक उपलब्धियों से सजा हुआ छवि है, परंतु उनका काम और संस्कृत शिक्षा को प्रबल करने का प्रयास उनका परिचय और उनकी पहचान है। उन्होंने दूरदर्शन इत्यादि टीवी चैनल पर वैदिक, साहित्यिक, पौराणिक प्रवचन दिए हैं। अनेकों पुरस्कार व उपाधियों से सम्मानित हैं आज के प्रवक्ता। संस्कृत बंधु, व्यास भारती राष्ट्रीय पुरस्कार और प्रज्ञा भास्कर इनमें से कुछ पुरस्कार हैं। आज वे राष्ट्रीय संस्कृत विद्यालय तिरुपति में डीन शैक्षणिक कार्य के स्थान पर हैं। वागीकार वैभवम फेसबुक पेज उनका हृदयपूर्वक आभार मानता है कि वे हमारे समक्ष हैं और अपने विचार हमारे साथ बांट रहे हैं। चलिए स्वागत करें ब्रह्मर्षि डॉक्टर रानी सदाशिव मूर्ति जी का। नमस्ते।
समुद्रवसने देवी पर्वतस्तन मंडले विष्णुपत्रि नमस्तुभ्यं पादस्पर्शं क्षमस्व मे। चतुस्सप्ततितमे भारत स्वाधीनता समारोहोत्सवे अस्मिन् महता आनन्देन भवद्भ्यः सर्वेभ्यः अपि अहं मम हृदयपूर्वक अभिवन्दनानि च समर्पयामि। अद्य अस्माकं सर्वेषामपि भारतीयानां महत्तरं दिनमिदम्। अस्मिन् दिने वयं सर्वेपि अस्माकं प्राचीनानां महावीराणां, ज्ञानिनां, त्यागपुरुषाणां सर्वेषामपि स्मरणं यदि कुर्मः, अस्माकं देशस्य माहात्म्यं कीदृशमिति ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः। अस्मिन् प्रयत्ने अहं भारतदेशस्य, भरतखण्डस्य, भारतवर्षस्य, जम्बूद्वीपस्य वैशिष्ट्यं किञ्चित् परिचिनोमि। Today is a very great day. It is the 74th Independence Day we are going to celebrate now, or we are celebrating now. On this occasion, I would like to take a few minutes to introduce you about the greatness of our Bharatavarsha, Bharatakhanda and Bharatadesha. So, the information about all the Saptadvipas Nava Varshas, Nava Khandas, and then about our Bharata Desha is available in the 18 Puranas. Madvayam Bhadvayam Chaiva Bratrayam Vachutushtayam Anapalinga Kuskani Puranani Prathak Viduhu. In simplest shloka, the names of all the 18 Puranas are mentioned. Madvayam Matsya Puranam Markandeya Puranam, Bhadvayam Bhavishya Puranam Bhagavata Puranam, Bratrayam Brahma Puranam Brahmanda Puranam Brahma Vaivarta Puranam, Vachatustayam Varaha Puranam Vamana Puranam Vayu Puranam Vishnu Puranam, Anapalinga Kuskani Agni Puranam Naradiya Puranam Padma Puranam Linga Puranam Garuda Puranam Kurma Puranam and Skanda Puranam. These are the names of the 18 Mahapuranas. In all these 18 Mahapuranas, we have references to the wonderful geographical information of our ancient Bharat. According to our seers, the extent of the Mahabhumi is up to the Dhruva Mandala. Dhruva Mandala, as per our present day experience, is in the top of the sky. It is the highest of all the celestial regions. And on par with Dhruva Mandala, we have Saptarshi Mandala also in the north. So up to that Dhruva Mandala, from Bhugola, the entire space, the entire extent is known as Mahabhumi. It is divided into Saptadvipas. The names of the Saptadvipas are Jambudvipa, Plakshadvipa, Shalmalidvipa, Kushadvipa, Kraunchadvipa, Shakadvipa and Pushkaradvipa. So out of these 7 dvipas, which are mentioned as the 7 parts of the Mahabhumi, which is extended up to Dhruva Mandala, the people say that it is Saptadvipa Vasundhara. That means not merely the human planet, not merely this earth, known as Saptadvipa Vasundhara, but the extent of the Saptadvipa Vasundhara is up to Dhruva Mandala. So then what is the name for this human planet, the globe on which we are dwelling? If anybody asks, we can say that it is Jambudvipa, the first of all the 7 dvipas. The entire human planet or globe is known as Jambudvipa. And again, there are further divisions. Ramyaka Varsha, Hiranyaka Varsha, Kuru Varsha, Ilavrata Varsha, Hari Varsha, Kimpurusha Varsha, Bharata Varsha, Bhadrashva Varsha, Ketubala Varsha. These are the 9 Varshas. Out of these 9 Varshas, again we have 9 Khandas in the Bharata Varsha. Indradvipa, Kasherudvipa, Tamraparna, Gabhastiman, Nagadvipa, Saumyadvipa, Gandharvadvipa, Varunadvipa, and the final one is Bharatadvipa. This Bharatadvipa is also known as Bharatakhanda. This Bharatakhanda in the present times is popularly called as Akhanda Bharata. And present Bharata Desha is a part of this Bharatakhanda or Akhanda Bharata. So this is one thing which we have to know about. And the extent of all this Bharatavarsha, Bharatakhanda, Bharata Desha, all these are available in our ancient daily ritualistic practices also. In our regular daily ritualistic practices, it is our custom to mention the place and time where we are. The beginning of the place is from Vasundhara, Saptadvipa Vasundhara, and the beginning of the time is from the Shvetavaraha Kalpa. So, as a part of this, we say Jambudvipe, Bharatavarshe, Bharatkhande, Meror Dakshinadigbhage, श्रीशैलस्य ईशान्य प्रदेशे अथवा श्रीशैलस्य आग्नेय प्रदेशे अथवा श्रीशैलस्य यस्मिन् कस्मिन्नपि प्रदेशे यत्र वयं वसामः तत्र श्रीशैलात् वयं पश्यामः. So this is our practice. From the point of Srisaila, we start counting about our position. So this is one thing. And in this process, let us know the greatness of Bharat. While all other countries, they are meant for different objectives, worldly objectives, particularly dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Of these four, all the Western countries, their concentration is on artha and kama, earning wealth and fulfilling their physical and worldly desires. These are the two objectives. Whereas our Bharat concentrates on two things: performing dharma, protecting dharma, which is beyond the limitations of any kind of religion, and then after protecting dharma, achieving moksha. That is why in the very name of this country, we have a reference to that moksha knowledge. Bharatah Bharata. Bhayam Ratah. Bha means Prakasha, light. This Prakasha is a representative of knowledge. That's why Bharatah, who is interested in the light, that light is knowledge. In the knowledge, all the people are interested. That's why it is known as Bharatadesha, the peninsular of letters, the peninsular of knowledge. So, with such a great devotion, with such a great faith, we are trained to worship our country through the perennial teachings of our ancient sages, great people, great rulers, jnanis, and others. So, on this occasion, we should remember at least how this country got the name Bharat. We have references in Vishnu Purana, Padma Purana, Skanda Purana, and other Puranas. Let us see certain things. Swayambhu Manu is the earliest Manu, because of whom the entire human race is known by the word Manavas. Because we belong to Manu, we are known as Manavas. So that Swayambhu Manu has another name. What is that? Bharanacha prajanam vai manur bharata uchyate nirukta vachanachaivam varshantad bharatam smritam. That is Bharanacha prajanam vai. Because he accepted the responsibility of ruling the people, Manur Bharata Uchyate, that Manu is otherwise called Bharata. Nirukta Vachanachaivam. By virtue of etymological note, in connection with the relation between Manu and this land, the people of this land are known as Bharatas, and the region is known as Bharatavarsha. Here we have a reference to how this Bharatavarsha assumed or attained the name Bharata. After that, Bharatat Bharati Kirti Yenedam Bharatam Kulam Apare Yecha Purve Vai Bharata iti Vishrutaha. This is a shloka from Vishnu Purana. According to this, the son of Shakuntala and Dushyanta also is known as Bharata, and Bharatat Bharati Kirti. This land, Mother Bharat, is also known as Bharati because of that Bharata, and Yenedam Bharatankulam. Because of him, entire people of this country are known as Bharatiyas. And apare cha purve vai Bharati iti vishrutaha. Apare, the successors of Bharata and the predecessors of Bharata, all are known as Bharatiyas or Bharatas because of his greatness. He was such a great ruler. So he ruled Akhanda Bharata, that is Bharatakanda, and also Bharata Desha. Such a great country is ours. Our interest is always in acquiring knowledge, distributing knowledge, and making the entire universe to cling to the principle of protecting Dharma. That is why our country, Bharata Desha, is otherwise known as Vishwaguru. So it is the preceptor of the entire universe. That's a greatness. Such a greatness it acquired because of this reason. Hence, let us all feel proud of being called Bharatiyas. And the boundaries regarding this, we have a shloka in Vishnu Purana. Uttaram yat samudrasya himadreschaiva dakshinam varshantat bharatannama bharati yatra santatihi. Uttaram yat samudrasya. It is on the northern side to the ocean, Hindu Mahasagara. Himadreschaiva dakshinam. And on the southern part of Himalayas. Varshantat bharatannama. That version, that region is known as Bharata. Bharati yatra santatihi. The descendants of this land are known as Bharatiyas. So, on this occasion of 74th Independence Day, I am very happy to spend some time with you all because of the organizers of today's Vagya Ekara Vaibhava function. And so, thanking all the organizers, thanking all of you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I take leave. Namaste to all of you.